Not again. Specifically to Alan, I I don't know anyone else that seems to know Billy Williams, and thank God you do. He was really big when I was a kid. I've got it here, a single, our old original family copy, Nola, and it hurts so much. You know, we only had a handful of singles, but that one I played over and over and over. I saw your copy of Billy Williams' Vogue Coral. Going to sit right down and write myself a letter. Well, this is the Australian one from the same. This is a 1950s original. Just on coral, the beautiful red and silver coral, and the original bag. Yeah, you can tell it's the 1950s, you know. Rock Island Line, Moon Glow. These would be Australian cover versions, I would say. Yeah. Anyway, cool. Yeah, so I've got to do a London one, but I've got to get them in order. I've got lots of them, and it's so friggin' cold here. I just went into my spare record room, and it's effing freezing in there. So I jumped on Liberty because there's not that many of them. Okay, I'm going to run through a shitload of not a shitload, but there's more here than I expected. But it's there's not as many as I expected. These are quite thick vinyl. It felt like there was 20 there, but there's only 5. So yeah, there's not that many at all. Yeah, I got a soft spot for Liberty because there's a lot of surf music in Australia came out on the. So let's start with it. These are Australian copies in the Australian bags. Don't Run, 64, the remake, The Ventures, and the B-side, The Cruel Sea. This is awesome. Another awesome surf track. Dan and Dean, Sidewalk Surfing. Very good condition. Another sort of surf, it's just an instrumental, but you could almost put it in there with. Now, this is, yeah, see, it says the personality sound of the 60s. Well, that's a pretty washed out bag, that one. This one's better. You know, nice tidy bag and label. I like it. No matter what shape, the T-Bones, which of course was used, it was an advertising jingle. They turned it into a hit single. Here's a little beauty. There was a big thing for Martin Denny back here 30 years ago, and I had quite a few of his albums, but they all got lost. I had to get rid of them. Couldn't carry them everywhere with me, but I kept this single. Quiet Village, Bossa Nova. Les Baxter. Well, obviously, Les Baxter was also a great, well-known band leader and songwriter. Yeah, Quiet Village, Bossa Nova, let's face it, that's Martin Denny, what he's really famous for. But this is one of these wonderful Australian plastic sleeves again. I cannot overemphasise how much I love these things, you know. This is what Derek Higgins calls a flimsy bag. This is like early 1960s, mate. It's not flimsy. It's survived over half a century. I hate ignorance. I really despise it, especially when you're holding it in your hand. Flimsy, you know. That was a effing insult. I really, went right off him. No more freebies for him. Yeah, so on the finish up. Wow, that one's gorgeous. This is not a song I like, but I just have it. Vicky Carr, it must be him. It's all right. It's okay. I haven't got all my liberties in one place. There must be, because I've got On the Road Again, Canned Heat on Liberty, and I wouldn't be surprised if I got Johnny Winter as well. Look, I used to have everything organised. Now I think it's organised, and then I find it. And this one I really adore. I just love this. This is an Australian. Or is it? I don't know. Los Angeles, California. This is a product of Liberty Records. I didn't think the US records had the small centres. I mean, I don't remember this ever being an Australian issue. I love this. I love the colours. Count me in. Gary Lewis and the Playboys. Now, that creep, Jerry Lewis, his son, yeah, it was sort of corny pop, but it really appealed to, kids around 12, 13 years old, which would have been me, or maybe 14. Yeah, but it was just really sweet sort of pop, harmless, asexual sort of pop. It has its place. So anyway, so that was just to show the Australian Billy Williams. Okay, bye.